Hello and welcome to new broadcasts on TayNinhTV newspaper and radio television with some latest events in the province and across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of July 22nd, in Cần Kamil, member of the Standing Committee of the Provincial Party Committee and head of the Propaganda and Mass Mobilization Department, Nguyễn Thị Xuân Hương, have a working session with the party committees of the communes of Cần Duộc, Tân Châu, Tân Hội, Tân Hòa, and Tân Đồng regarding preparations for the upcoming local party congresses. Vice Chairwoman of the Provincial People's Council, Đặng Thị Ngọc Mai, also attended the meeting.
Two detailed progress reports, the party committee of the communes focus on clarifying the drafting of the conference documents, particularly the formulation of key targets for the resolution of the new term, as well as the development of breakthrough programs and the key projects. Regarding the document preparation, the provincial legislative leaders requested that legislative ensure reports are concise, focused, and to the point, avoiding the unnecessary length of or dispersion. Emphasizing the urgency of the complaint in documents for timely submission and review, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Xuân Hương requested that the subcommittees serving the conference be well prepared from the outset, staying proactive in all stages of planning to avoid the delays. Special attention must be paid to thoroughly reviewing and drafting political reports that are tailored to local realities, built upon previous terms, and provide a unified and sustainable development direction. At the same time, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Xuân Hương, along with the leaders from Cần Duộc commune, visited and extended the well wishes to Vietnamese historic mothers and wounded veterans in the area. This visit reflected the deeply rooted national tradition of when drinking water remembered source and helped to instill the patriotic values in the younger generation.
TayNinhTV is effectively maintaining the reception and return of results for administrative procedure processing, especially by encouraging citizens to use online public services. This marks a significant step forward in administrative reform and means for the more transparent and convenient public administration system.
After rigorous operating under the two-level local government model, the departments and agencies of TayNinhTV province have received over 3,300 administrative procedure doses, with the rate of online submissions exceeding 53%. At the commune level, nearly 38,000 doses have been received, although the online submission rate at this level is still modest, around 20%. This is still a positive sign, reflecting the efforts of grassroots authorities to bring public services closer to the people. The civil servants at the Public Administrative Service Center have proactively engaged with data and coordinated with provincial departments to promptly resolve network-related issues. The system is now basically stable. To further improve the online public service usage rate and ensure smooth processing, TayNinhTV province is actually implementing a range of synchronized solutions. Among the top priorities are resolving connectivity issues and enhancing the interoperability of digital systems.
In an effort to modernize the public administration, enhance citizen and business satisfaction, and foster a transparent and effective governance environment that serves the province's sustainable development goals, the People's Committee of TayNinhTV province has deployed the 2025 Action Plan to improve the public administration reform index, PEI index. According to the plan, the province aims to among the top of 10 provinces and cities nationwide with the highest PEI index scored, and the plan emphasized raising the accountability of the organizations and individuals, especially the leadership roles of heads of agency departments and local authorities in advancing administrative reform. And at the same time, the province is focusing on comprehensive improvements across all areas outlined in the index issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs, addressing shortcomings identified in the previous year's evaluation.
Ladies and gentlemen, starting from July 1st, 2025, participants in the health insurance program continue to receive medical examination and treatment at any public healthcare facility within the province, as long as it is at the same service level as their original registered location. This new regulation has been widely welcomed by the public for its flexibility, practicality, and suitability with the people actually mobilities and living conditions today.
This is the Regional Medical Center in Tây Ninh Province. This facility currently has the infrastructure and human resources to meet the increasing healthcare demands of the community. The center is equipped with 160 inpatient beds and employs 290 medical staff, receiving on average 600 to 800 patients daily. Since the medical examination policy with health insurance removing administrative boundary restrictions took effect on July 1st, the center has implemented various measures to effectively carry out the new regulation. We have implemented specific measures such as enhancing and adjusting the patient reception and triage process, updating the health insurance software system to synchronize with the national database, enabling quick verification of health insurance cards, and reducing patient waiting times. The hospital also runs additional administrative staff and extra doctors' consultation tables during peak hours to avoid overcrowding. Residents have also highly appreciated the change in health insurance medical examination policy, especially the removal of administrative boundary restrictions, being able to choose a healthcare facility close to their residence, workplace, or any convenient public hospital within the province has empowered them to take more initiative in managing the health. This policy is very convenient. I can go anywhere I want. If I travel or go somewhere and happen to get sick, I can still get medical care. This is very convenient for me and my family. Since the new policy was implemented during the first half of July alone, the number of patient visits at Cần Đước Regional Medical Center increased by about 700 compared to June. This figure shows that people have quickly accessed and benefited from the new policy, as choosing health insurance medical examination and treatment locations has become more convenient, flexible, and suited to actual and living conditions.
And after 2 weeks of implementation, all 96 communes and wards across the province have established youth volunteer teams and ready to support the operation of the two-level local government model and provide online public services at the grassroots level. As of July the 17th of 2005, the province has deployed volunteer teams in 100% of communes and wards, mobilizing nearly 1,000 different youth union members to provide support during official working hours at the local public administration service centers and participating members receive training in basic online public service skills, administrative procedures, and the operation of the local digital government model. The young volunteers have directly assisted the residents in assessing and using online public services. Notably, but the communes also have the volunteers available to support local people.
In order to meet the low demands of poor households and other policy beneficiaries, following the provincial merger, the Bank for Social Policy TayNinhTV has proposed that the Provincial Peace Committee consider allocating invested capital from the local budget. According to the proposal, a total of over 1,500 billion Vietnam dong would be allocated during the 2026-2030 period. The proposal includes a detailed disbursement roadmap to ensure that the capital is used effectively and for its intended purpose. The core goal of this capital supplementation is to promptly meet the loneliness of thousands of policy beneficiary households, helping them access resources to develop production, do business, stabilize their life, and gradually escape poverty. This initiative is regarded as a key factor in successfully achieving the province's sustainable poverty reduction goals and ensuring social welfare for all residents.
And recently, a part of the comprehensive cooperation signing ceremony between Hồng Hưng General Hospital and the Chain Solution Labs Company Limited, a specialized scientific seminar was held, attracting the attention of numerous doctors and medical professionals. and a seminar obstetricians from Hong Kong Hospital together with the representatives from the Chain Solutions presented the key topics including the care plans for the preeclampsia patients and diagnosis and treatment of the preeclampsia and comprehensive TNIPT restraining tissue procare, as well as the application of liquid biopsy technology combined with the AI for the early cancer detection, and through solutions such as SportMaster and SportMatLung and SportMast CRC. The insights shared during the seminar not only opened up the new opportunities for the application of the genetic technology in comprehensive medical care, but also helped strengthen the link between the scientific advancement and clinical practice at the local level. At the same time, the collaboration between the Chain Solutions and Hong Kong General Hospital aims to the long-term goal of improving the medical effectiveness and expanding access to precision medicine services for the people of TayNinhTV. This partnership seeks to provide healthcare that is high quality, reputable, and convenient, and fully aligned with the hospital mission of caring for community health.
The audience when drinking water, remember its source, is a time-honored tradition of our nation, continuing as moral value. Recently, youth union as on level in the province have actually implemented many meaningful activities to address deep gratitude to the Vietnamese heroic mother, those who make silent sacrifice and endure risk losses during wartime. These efforts not only have care for and support the mother, but also raise good values within the community.
Early in the morning, youth union members gathered at the home of Vietnamese heroic mother Huỳnh Thị Tiếu in Long An World. Though she is now 102 years old, she remains mentally sharp and warmly cheerful upon seeing the young visitors. After a kind and caring greeting, the youth quickly entered the kitchen to prepare a simple but heartfelt lunch for her with their own hands. I was truly excited and happy to visit mother, to cook a loving meal together and enjoy it with her. I think this is a very meaningful activity in showing gratitude and appreciation. Today, the kitchen at the home of Vietnamese heroic mother Phạm Thị Uyển was also livelier than usual. Its youth union members had a task to do. Their laughter and conversation created a warm and intimate atmosphere. Beyond cooking, the youth also helped clean the house and respectfully lit incense on the altar of fallen soldiers. After spending some time talking with mother and listening to her stories from the past, we felt deeply moved and grateful for everything that allowed us to have the life we enjoy today. We organized this meal of gratitude, cooked a small meal, and sat with her so we could talk longer. In July, the youth union also focuses on gratitude activities, visiting policy beneficiary families in the area. Around July 27, we will coordinate with some volunteers to carry out the Village Child program, cooking for policy families in the world. These activities aim to educate young people about revolutionary values and the tradition of drinking water, remembering its source. Gathering around a warm meal, today's young generation quietly express their heartfelt gratitude through every rustic home-cooked dish. For the Vietnamese heroic mothers, joy and emotion come not just from the fulfilling meal, but from the eyes, smile, and warm hands of the young people who always remember the moral teaching of drinking the water, remembering its source.
Continue the program with notable domestic news. Ladies and gentlemen, on July 21st, Politburo member and resident of the National Assembly of People Power of Cuba, Esteban Lazo Hernandez, resided over the handover ceremony of information and technique equipment donated by the National Assembly of Vietnam for the installation of an online meeting room.
The Secretary General of the Cuban National Assembly of People's Power, Omiro Acosta Alvarez, highly appreciated the cooperative relationship with the Vietnamese National Assembly, describing it as a unique interparliamentary relationship in the world. He affirmed that this valuable support would contribute to improving the operational quality of Cuba's legislative body. For his part, Vietnamese Ambassador to Cuba Lê Quang Long expressed that the support from Vietnam's National Assembly to Cuba's National Assembly of People's Power not only carries material and technical significance, but also serves as a vivid symbol of the strong, loyal, and enduring friendship between the two legislative bodies and the special Vietnam-Cuba relationship. Despite facing challenges related to land clearance and blasting permits, thanks to the efforts of the investor and contractors, the Đèo Ngang Tunnel connecting Hà Tĩnh and Quảng Trị provinces has been successfully brought through 1 month ahead of schedule. The technical breakthrough of the Đèo Ngang Tunnel marks a significant milestone in the construction process. Over 130 personnel, including engineers and workers, along with 40 modern machines and pieces of equipment, were mobilized to carry out work in 3 daily shifts. Currently, about 70% of the work remains to be completed. The tunnel breakthrough is especially important as it allows for the direct transportation of manpower, vehicles, materials, and equipment through the tunnel instead of deterring around it. This significantly contributes to shortening the overall construction timeline. The expanded Đèo Ngang Tunnel will be 650 meters long and 10.5 meters wide, with 2 traffic lanes designed for speeds of up to 80 kilometers per hour. Once completed, it will operate alongside the existing tunnel, creating a combined roadway width of 20.5 meters, accommodating for motor vehicle lanes and 2 lanes for rudimentary vehicles. The project is expected to meet the increasing traffic demand on National Highway 1A through Hà Tĩnh and Quảng Trị provinces.
Ladies and gentlemen, with its characteristically hot and dry climate, southern locality in Khánh Hòa province are actively promoting agriculture tourism by introducing and cultivating new rice wrap varieties.
At Ninh Phước Commune, Mr. Tống Minh Hải is one of the pioneering farmers applying high-tech methods in wrap cultivation. On an area about 1 hectare, Mr. Hải grows 6 wrap varieties according to the Vietgap standards and uses the greenhouse netting system to proactively adapt to the climate change. Currently, the farm grows 6 new wrap varieties, including the Black Summer, Black Finger, Peony, Green Wraps, Japanese Pink Wraps, and Parson Wraps, and these varieties are easy to pollinate and produce large clusters and fruits also and have an attractive appearance. And thanks to the application of high-tech agricultural models, Mr. Hải vineyard is always abundant with the fruits and resembling European wrap farms and attracting many tourists to visit and enjoy the wraps right in the vineyard. This is my first time visiting a vineyard, and I was really impressed by the trellis planting style, and the ones are very neatly aligned and well cared for, and with the clusters of wraps everywhere. Not only in Ninh Phước, the Thái An wrap village with an area about 200 hectares in Vinh Hải Commune, located along the Provincial Road number 702, leading to Núi Chúa National Park, is also becoming an ideal stopover for tourists. With the high-tech wrap farming model, tourists really enjoy their visits. The cooperative is encouraging the farmers to expand this model to provide a steady supply of fresh wraps for visitors and the market. And to further enhance the appeal for fresh wraps, the Nha Ho Cotton Agriculture Development Research Institute is accelerating research and selection of wrap varieties with a high yield potential and attractive appearance for distribution to households, farms, and cooperatives for the large-scale cultivation. In the process of researching new rare varieties, we also completed technical cultivation procedures, finalized legal documentation and our variety constellation, and register for variety protection, and developed the modern wide gardens to produce and distribute new rare varieties for the farmers to scale up production in the coming time. With more than 1,000 hectares under wrap cultivation, Khánh Hòa province has the largest wrap growing areas in Vietnam, supplying the markets with about 26,000 to 28,000 tons of fresh wraps annually. Specifically, the new wrap varieties grown under the high-tech agricultural models are opening up the great economic potential, generating incomes from about 500 to 600 million Vietnam dong per hectare per crop and 1 to 1.2 billion Vietnam dong per hectare per year.
And today, TTV News wrap up now. Thank you for your attention and see you in the next program.